that Jesus gave to us. The Christianity that Jesus gave to us is a Christianity that is full of power. Somebody shout amen. Is a Christianity that is full of power. Amen. Isaiah said, I and the children that the Lord has given to me are for signs and wonders in Israel. Somebody shout amen.
Amen.
When God was sending Moses, he asked him, what is it that is in your hand? Moses had a rod that he has used to guard and guide his animals. And to him, that rod meant nothing. So it was just a rod that he was using to direct his flocks. And then the Lord asked him, what is that in your hand? He said, it's a rod. The Lord said, take that rod with which you will use to do signs. It was that rod that brought down Egypt. Is somebody hearing me?
Yeah.
It tells you that there are certain problems that will not bow until the believer begin to manifest the supernatural. Are you hearing me? Amen. There are certain problems that will not go away. Certain forces of darkness that will not submit. In fact, every Pharaoh, and you need to understand what a Pharaoh is. A Pharaoh is a stubborn problem, a stubborn enemy, a stubborn challenge that will not bow. That's a Pharaoh. In the Bible, there are so many powers that we saw, representative of the manifestations of Satan. We have Pharaoh, we have Herod. A Pharaoh is that power that has vowed that the child of God will never go, that the child of God will never become what God has ordained them to be, that the child of God will never enter into their Canaan or manifest the glory that God has ordained for them. That's a Pharaoh. So when you are dealing with a Pharaoh, you don't go with stories. When you are confronting powers and altars that has vowed that no greatness will manifest in you, you don't go with English. Is somebody hearing me? You go with power. You go with the supernatural. You go with signs and you go with wonders. That's the only language that the devil hears. The Bible tells us that when Pharaoh didn't want